Hello everyone, today is part number 4 of my perfume collection, and in the previous part number 3 we were talking about everyday scents, sort of easy workhorses, things that you just reach for no matter what and no matter what season, no matter what occasion. Today we are going to review the second part of this category for me. A lot of these are Burberry and Guerlain, so I grouped them a little bit by brand. My part number 3 talked a lot about Chanel and Narciso Rodriguez. So let's start in the back here with the biggest bottle. This is a very new bottle to me, but this is a repurchase. I've repurchased this fragrance multiple times and also in various iterations, and I would say that Eau de Parfum is my favorite, which is this. This is Burberry Body Eau de Parfum. I've worn this fragrance for a really long time, and I like it for the same reasons that I like Chanel No. 5, because it reminds me of very expensive vintage soap. And Burberry Body Gold and Rose Gold I tried as well. All of them are kind of in the same wheelhouse. They remind me also of really nice expensive soap, which I like. It's sort of a fruity soap, fruity floral soap, which I like because I think that's the epitome of a very wearable fragrance, something that smells like clean skin, freshly washed with beautiful soap, which is what Burberry Body gives me. And I think they're quite astute to name it Body. Because really that's what you're after when you're wearing a scent like that. You just want to smell clean. And this perfume gives you exactly that. I think very easy to wear. It wears decently. It's not the most long-wearing fragrance, but it wears fairly decently. It'll give you a workday of wear. I also do like the packaging. I think the packaging is pretty. I like the crystallite sort of shape of the bottle. And it's quite heavy and luxurious feeling in hand, and it's easy to use because it's a rather thin bottle that you can definitely grab and dispense very comfortably. So that's why I like the Body fragrance, and I've been using it for a long time. Another Burberry that I've been using for a long time, and this is a repurchase also, and it's almost half used up, which is a testament to my love of it, and this is Burberry The Beet. This is an almondy, fresh scent, almonds and flowers. There's a slightly nutty quality for sure here, and the floral aspect is really quite clean. Very simple composition, but effective. Slightly sweet florals really is what we're talking about here, and I do enjoy it, and I think I'm wearing it not because it's particularly special, but because it's particularly easy to grab and go. I don't mind the little flask bottle. I think it's cute. I will be continuing to repurchase. It's just an easy pick for me. It's really easy to wear. It's like you can close your eyes and grab and go. It will suit any occasion. Another scent that used to be pretty popular, but it's less worn today, is Burberry Bread For Her Eau de Parfum. This is another nutty, slightly gourmand floral. This is a much sweeter, more edible version for sure. If you want something a little fresher and with a touch of tea, then the Beet is going to be a better choice for you. If you want something sweeter and more gourmand, then Burberry Brit will be a good choice. And I actually wear this quite a lot, and I get a lot of compliments whenever I wear it. They did repackage it. It used to have like a different looking check print. I did like the previous design of the bottle a little bit better. It's about third done at this point. I find that this is a very easy scent to pull off as well, and it tends to be pleasantly lingering through the day. Pretty easy to wear and a long wearing scent, at least on me. I would recommend it for those of you who like very youthful, sweet florals with a gourmand edge. I think you would like it. I have here a scent that I don't tend to wear very much, and it's fairly new to me. This is a like a smaller size, about 10 mils here, I'm assuming, probably. And this is Sensuous Nude by Estée Lauder. There is a very clean, slightly spicy, peppery edge to it, which I really like, but I haven't quite figured out how I feel about it yet, so I will be updating you. It's a fresh, slightly peppery musk, I would say. Quite easy to wear, easy to pull off, and beloved by many. It's been around for quite a while, and I'm just now getting into it. I'm not sure if I'll be buying a full bottle or not, but I'm very happy to test it out and give it a little bit more time. And we have two Guerlain fragrances from the Guerlain line. As you can see, both of them are touched by me. They've been used. And I want to go into a little bit of detail regarding the differences between the two. One is the Eau de Parfum and one is the Eau de Toilette. I've had some subscribers sort of poke about and ask what I think might be more suitable for them, or whether the Eau de Toilette is worth a try. Let's start with the Eau de Parfum because that's what was released first. I like the bottle. I think it has a cute vintage reference, and I think Coq Parfum was a similar presentation, or the Coq, I think maybe it was, but I think it had a pretty similar presentation. I did like that as well when it came out. So I think Guerlain is a very nice line. It is fairly simplistic. It has a little bit of an edge with the lavender component, because lavender isn't something that is very frequently used in the female fragrance category. Lavender tends to be reserved for home fragrances and male fragrances. I'm very happy to see lavender make a bit of a comeback with the Guerlain, because it's a beautiful, beautiful, very sophisticated note that I feel is completely underused in female perfumery. So I was very happy to see that come out. And at first I wasn't really a big fan of Guerlain. I kind of neglected the line. I wasn't all that interested in what they had to offer. I felt it was a little too sweet. I still feel that there's a lot of sweetness in the line, but I've become a bit more tolerant of sweet fragrances lately, so I've been able to wear more of them, and I've been able to appreciate Guerlain more. Marketing for the line, I think, is okay. For Angelina Jolie, I'm not a big fan of her as a representative of this fragrance, although of course she's beautiful and she markets it very beautifully, but I feel like the fragrance is a lot more romantic than what she comes across as. But then again, it's marketing. They wanted a famous face. They plastered hers. It's fine. I don't mind it. What do I think about the fragrance? It's a pretty sweet fragrance that leans heavily gourmand with the tonka bean vanilla component, but that slightly vintage, fields of grass, a lavender component is definitely there, and that's really the charm of the scent. I think that's where it gains its strength and tells its story. It's in the lavender, I think. So very pretty, very sweet lavender. If you like a sweet gourmand take on a interesting floral, I think you will enjoy the Guerlain. If you like lavender, you will probably enjoy it as well. If you are somebody who does not like gourmands and does not enjoy a ton of sweet vanilla, you probably will not enjoy it. Although I do think that this is a perfumed vanilla versus like a bakery vanilla. It's not as gourmand. I wouldn't call it a gourmand scent, but it certainly has a gourmand edge that may or may not suit everybody. But it's a pretty wearable scent. I think very easy to pull off. I probably wouldn't wear it in the dead of the summer in the heat, but I would probably wear it in every other season. Also very easy to match it to any occasion. It can be a going out scent if you apply it heavily. You can apply it lightly and have it as a work scent if your workplace allows for that. Now let's transition to talking about the Eau de Toilette. I bought them at the same time. As you can see, I've used the Eau de Toilette more than the Eau de Parfum, specifically because it is a scent that you can use into the summer. And I think that is going to be a slightly easier to pull off sort of scent. This has less of that gourmand component. There's a lesser concentration of the heavier gourmand notes. The vanilla is still there, but it's much more transparent. It's not thick. The tonka bean vanilla component is something that's used to shade the scent rather than to define it at this point. The lavender is accentuated a lot more here as well. So if you like the lavender accent, if you like a lavender scent in your perfumery, and if you're less of a gourmand follower and you probably could do without the heavy vanilla, maybe skip the Guerlain Parfum and focus on the Eau de Toilette formulation, because you will likely enjoy it a lot more. Again, more lightweight and more reminiscent maybe of male perfumery. So if you like a more unisex lean, Eau de Toilette is going to be a better fit, although it's not masculine in any way, but it leans a lot more unisex, a lot less soft and supple, and a lot more sort of androgynous and fresh, which I really like, and I think that's a very beautiful way to do perfumery, specifically a beautiful way to do lavender, because it does send you into the male perfumery side of things a little bit. The last fragrance that I'm including here is Dahlia Divine by Givenchy, Initiale. This is an interesting scent because this is a very, very recent purchase. I've used up maybe about 1/5 of it so far, so it's still pretty full. And this is something I did not expect myself to really fall in love with. And there is a bit of a callback reminder that I have here to the Chloé de Parfum, and the original one, you know, the one that everybody has, the very, very floral scent. So there is a little bit of a semblance in terms of what this is about. It's definitely not a dupe, not even close, but they are about the same thing. The Chloé is kind of innocent, feminine innocence, floral feminine innocence. Here we have the same kind of a situation. It's very innocent. It's lacy, I would say, in its presentation. So it's a little bit more lightweight and transparent, a little bit more ethereal as compared to the Chloé or Chloe. So they're definitely not the same thing, but they're about the same thing, which I think is really charming because I'm missing the Chloe in my collection. So I'm very, very satisfied by this guy, and I think it's going to do the same thing that Chloe does, but in a more romantic literature of 19th century kind of way. I think it's quite a charming scent. If you are into florals and you like these very, very clean floral scents that resemble a bit of soapiness and do appear quite romantic and ageless, I think Dahlia Divine Initiale is going to be a good choice. It is quite clean, so there is definitely a particularly clean quality to it. And I've filmed a separate, and I've filmed a review of it amongst other things that I reviewed that day. I'll leave it down below just so you can get a little bit more detail on it, because I think it's worth checking out, and it's kind of underrated in my opinion in terms of perfumes, but hopefully you'll be able to check it out down below. So those are the scents that I have here today. Tell me a little bit about what kind of everyday workhorses you have that go with everything at any point, that are seasonless, that are good for any occasion. What is your blind reach for? If I need to grab a perfume, I grab that sort of category for your scents, or scent. Maybe you just have one. This is probably my favorite category, most because of its practicality. It's just the most practical way to go about choosing a perfume, something that works all the time. And that's probably the reason why these scents are the ones that I finish the most of. So leave down below any of your impressions of these particular scents, if you have tried them, tested them, or worn them, and also of what kind of scents you like for this category for yourself, and let's share on that. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Good luck and goodbye. Talk to you soon.